Cini and Svechkov meet. The first period in Game 5 at Panther Arena underway. The puck toward the far wall, and just on the Admirals, outside the Admirals blue line. Svechkov will drop it left circle. Gravel right. Ufko, middle of the Rockford line, off the skate of Fitzgerald to the far board. Cini will backhand it into the Admiral zone. Gravel chased by Anderson. Gravel in the far corner, tipped it behind the net. Ufko off the right wing banks, past Weisblatt to center. Fitzgerald at the red line, tried to send it rink wide. It blocked off Bellows, but Levshunov right wing at his blue line. Passes it off the far wall, and it'll bounce in behind the Milwaukee goal where Sanford on the near pipe tried to center. It's deflected back to him, and he'll carry it back to the left point. Sanford to the middle of the blue line, a backhander toward the net. Came free to Fitzgerald in the near circle. He shot it wide on a bouncing puck. Bouncing around into the slot, now settled down finally, and Marino will chip it off the near boards to center where Levshunov gloves it down. He'll backhand it left to right to the Rockford line. Fitzgerald to the Admirals line. It's tipped ahead to Hayes. Thompson behind the D. He's all alone. A backhander, and Murray turned to the side, but a penalty coming. A penalty shot coming. A penalty shot is going to be called here for Aiden Thompson.
Will try it open, the scoring at Game 5. He picks up the puck at center, drifts to the right. Thompson at the circle, fires, and a stop made by Murray. A shoulder save from the Milwaukee goaltender. And this game stays tied at 0. 14:47 to go in the first.
Tried to slow things down and catch Murray a little off balance, trying to go against the grain, back to the glove hand. Murray doing a good job of not biting on any of the moves and makes the easy glove save.
Waiting for everybody to get situated, and now we're ready. Cates and DeLeo leaning in. The face-off, Cates wins it. Left point, Levshunov. Rister through traffic, went off his own man. Karam to the far corner where Ottenbreit will bank it ahead to Lucchini, left wing. He'll cross the Rockford line, feed it to DeLeo. It's tipped away to the near circle. Back to the far, they score! Chase DeLeo! It got through a defender to the right circle. Kemmel threw it back to the left, and Chase DeLeo will put it in at 5:23. Chase DeLeo's first of the postseason. The Admirals strike first. It's 1-0. Nice pass from Kemmel.
Assisted by number 25, Joachim Kemmer, and number 19, Chief Lucchini.
5:23, just 10 seconds after Rockford failed on the penalty shot. And the draw on the left of Murray. Push to the far hash marks. Gutman will chase it down. Skate behind the Admirals net to the near corner. Delgaizo pushed it away, but Gutman chased it down. Left point, Kuzman will send it back to the near corner. Bounced away from Doc into the crease. Mayhew poking at it a couple of times. Friedman took exception and knocked him to the ice, and now everybody's going to come and talk about it. Denisenko wrestling a bit with the IceHogs Gutman. Murray able to cover it up as the puck took a bad hop off the side of the cage toward the blue paint. The draw will be in the near circle, stick side of Matt Murray. 13:33 remaining in the first period, a 1-0 Milwaukee lead. Rister went off the skates of Ludwinski. Far corner, Bellows turns and shoots one through the crease. The Karam out of the near corner will bounce to center ice. Friedman, quick feed left wing. It hopped the stick of Delgaizo, an Admirals player down in the far circle. That's Bellows. Slow to get up in the Rockford zone. And now he gets up and he'll make his way off the ice under his own power. 9:49 to go in this first period. A 1-0 Admirals lead. Now Nolan Allen's heading to the penalty box here. So Milwaukee will go on the power play for the first time when we come back. And now Jordan Samuels-Thomas, the referee, coming over to talk with the timekeeper. And there we go. It's a double minor. Double minor, 4 minutes.
Number 42, Nolan Allen. 4 minutes for roughing. Penalty at 10:11 of the first period. That's Rockford number 40.
So the draw in the far circle. The Admirals are 2 for 13 on the playoffs in this on the power play in this series. 6 seconds to go in the penalty to Allen. 5:53 to go in the first period. A 1-0 Admirals lead. Marino on the right wing will enter the Rockford zone. Penalty over. Marino goes to the goal line, swims to the net. Backhand attempt, got away from him in the paint.
Anderson, east-west pass connects with Korchinski. They'll trip it right back through the crease. Karam's off the board. Cini got a touch to Anderson out of the corner. Picked up by Cini down low. Back in front, they score! Zach Sanford just outside the blue paint. And Rockford is equalized with 15:35 to go in the second period.
Well, Dana, you hinted at it. They were starting to pick up the forecheck pressure. And again, nice control by Cini behind the cage. Just throw it to the goal. And Sanford with 3 Admirals in the vicinity, somehow able to get the stick through and get some contact on it. Gets it through Murray. Every goal, it seems like, has come from behind the cage, and Murray deep in his net. Zach Sanford doing a good job of getting to that loose puck and putting it home to tie the game.
Half a minute remaining on the minor penalty. 1-1 game. Sanford away from Weisblatt. Slow approach up through the neutral zone. He'll deke into the zone. Got it ahead for Mayhew in the slot. Here's Gutman. Backdoor. Score! Zach Sanford's got a pair here in the second period. And Rockford's taken its first lead of game number 5.
Oh, it's just perfect passing, and the awareness of Cole Gutman to pick up the puck, settles it down, sees Sanford is left all alone in the near side circle and puts it right on the tape for the former Stanley Cup champion, who shows up in a big way here in game number 5 with 2 in the second period.
Power play goal for Rockford. Their 3rd on the man advantage this postseason. And Sanford scores 2 goals in a little under 4 minutes.
I didn't fling it right wing red line. Svechkov. He'll chip it right onto the stick of Korchinski, who plays it back to the middle of the ice, but Stastny there. For Del Gaizo, now left wing red line Bellows, and he'll wrist it around Comesso. Comesso comes out of the net to knock it down and leave it for Korchinski, who's bumped, and they scored! How did that happen? Korchinski was blasted behind the net by Bellows, and Fedor Svechkov is able to score at 12:06. We got to see a replay here. It looked like Korchinski was just rimming it away. Bellows put a big hit on Korchinski, and the puck ended up in the Rockford goal. Comesso left it for Korchinski. The puck bounced off Svechkov, and he just jammed it in on the far post. So Korchinski a little cavalier as he tried to backhand it out of the zone and went off the shin of Svechkov, and he tucks it in at 12:06, and we're tied at 2. And that better give the Admirals some juice.
Svechkov, unassisted.
And the Admirals break out as Weisblatt feeds it. And then a long left wing feed. Stastny to the left circle. He gave it to Weisblatt. Slot shot went wide, deflected wide. Then Stastny tossed it in. Did it go in? No, it did not. From behind the goal, Stastny with a backhander. It was played by a high stick. The faceoff will come back into the Admiral zone. Weisblatt shot. A defender got a piece of it, knocking it wide. It went high in the air behind the goal. Stastny swatted it back to the front of the cage. Weisblatt's shot went off of Allen. Stastny knocked it down, and it went off the backside of the goaltender, but it was played by a high stick, clearly by Stastny. The faceoff will come out of the zone. It would not. O'Reilly wins it. Left point, Del Gaizo. Left circle, one-timer. Ullinen scored! Jesse Ullinen! Jesse Ullinen with a blast from the left circle beats Comesso glove side. At 18:54 of the second period. Jesse Ullinen with his first of the playoffs. And the Admirals have reclaimed a lead. It's 3-2. Wow!
Milwaukee Admirals go!
As the puck, boy, good job by Marino. Kill the rest of the clock. Don't give Rockford the chance to get any momentum back. Puck comes free to Lucchini. He dances to the front of the net, knocked loose. Stastny with a backhander at the dot. And then a slash came in at the end, I believe, on Marino from Colton Dock. Lucchini gets into a headlock. Marino having words with a young Artyom Levshinov. Everything will break up.
Sanford will move the puck up through center. Drifted into the right point. Levshinov jumps on it. Has a trailer. Del Mastro in the slot. He'll let it go. A pad stop made. Rebound. Score! Joey Anderson ties the game with 8:51 to go. This team has got no quit. Anderson has brought Rockford even. Led up ahead for Fedor Svechkov. Protects the puck into the offensive zone down the wing. He and Sanford come together. Nolan Allen told to eat it, and he'll do just that. Game 5 was destined for overtime, and now we head to overtime.
Svechkov will take the draw with Brett Seney. Rockford won game 1 in this series in overtime, just 12 seconds in on a Colton Dock goal. Overtime here is underway. Puck back into the Rockford end, far circle. It's Kevin Fitzgerald behind his net, near corner. Levshinov, outlet partially blocked, but it got to the half wall. Anderson will play it off the stick of Gravel at the red line. No, apparently not. Icing is the call here against left wing to the blue line. Seney tipped it. Sanford follows. He shot it out of play, and the Admirals are going on the power play. Sanford was inside his blue line, and he lifted it over the far glass. 22 seconds. Across the Rockford line. Right point, Delgaizo. Left point, Bellows. Left hash marks, Denisenko. Denisenko back to the blue line, Bellows. Right circle, one-timer, Delgaizo save. Rebound is there. Score! Fedor Svechkov! Fedor Svechkov! Backhander trickled in. Fedor Svechkov with the power play winner. Fedor Svechkov with the power play winner at 1:38 of overtime. The Admirals do it again. A reverse sweep. Exactly 1 year ago, they completed it against Texas. And today, they do it against the Rockford IceHogs. Fedor Svechkov with the game winner.
A power play goal. His second of the game, number 40, Fedor Svechkov. Assisted by number 89, Ozzy Weisblatt. And by number 2, Mark Delgaizo.
The Milwaukee Admirals will move on to the division finals, where they'll take on the Texas Stars beginning Thursday in Cedar Park. They'll play Thursday and Sunday in Cedar Park, and then back to Milwaukee for games 3 and, if necessary, 4 and 5. The handshake line, coaches at the ends of their lines. Kyle Marino and Colton Dock, Kevin Gravel leading the charge here. Marino behind him, Kemmel,